Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Sunday Culture Review. That's right, we are doing it live from the road, currently in El Paso, Texas. Hey, everybody, we've got a panel with us today. I want to go ahead and go around the horn here. We're going to start first with Maki. What's going on, Mock?
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Sunday Culture Review. Culture is the first time Culture's doing this. Live on the road, we pray that he keeps both hands on the steering wheel and make sure he doesn't, eyes on the road. But other than that, after Sunday Culture Review is, of course, my show, Machini Live, where our special guest will be none other than the lovely Purple Valkyrie, and I'm very, very, very excited to be joining her with her later. So stay tuned for that, guys. And in the meantime, I'll start on the drawing today. So right now. So the clock's ticking.
All right, awesome. Well, we're keeping that. That's great. We're going to keep that up on the screen as we go. Not that I could change it if I wanted to. I can't even share anything while I'm doing this. So it's going to be an abbreviated stream, about an hour, but we'll move on down and we will speak with the man, the myth, the turtle, Shellbach. What's going on, Shellbach?
Culture streaming from Texas.
That's right.
Driving through El Paso.
That's true. Yeah. What's really funny is I was driving, I was making this stretch of road. In my head, I'm like, Amarillo by Morning was the song that was running in my head. So it's pretty crazy. So, anyway, so, last but not least, of course, well, actually, you didn't get to introduce yourself. Shellback, tell everybody who you are, what you got going on. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, well, for those who don't know, Shellback TJC on the Twitters and the YouTubes, and even on Odyssey, but I've been a while since I've been on Odyssey. I don't even know if my stuff transfers over anymore, but I'm gonna be I've been doing this little show on Mondays around 5:30 Pacific, called the Yelling at Park Cars Warm Up, and yes, I do it about an hour and a half before Comics Division comes on his channel with Yelling at Park Cars, hence the name. And tomorrow, I plan on talking about the Don't Say Hey bill, and which all of us that know what the actual name of it, the Parents Education Bill or something along them lines, right?
Right.
But yeah, we're come on by my channel, 5:30 Pacific PM tomorrow, and get all warmed up for comics.
Yeah, that show does require some stretching. There's no doubt about it. So.
Yeah, you don't want to pull a hammy.
That's right. And as I want to introduce the next person, I'm going to ask them to let me know if there are any super chats and interrupt me as needed so that we can make sure that those are recognized, since I can't see them while I'm driving. So, of course, I'm speaking about the amazing AFK Bard. What's up, AFK?
Hello. I don't know if they're gonna show up because I can only see the chat through StreamYards.
Okay.
So please forgive me if I don't see something.
Okay.
But hello, everybody, and I'm AFK Bard. Since I don't have anything really to pimp other than myself and these lovely people here, I'll say hi to everybody in chat because we don't want to have Culture looking at his phone while he's driving.
Thank
So,
you very much.
hey, Rogue Disney and Six and Jeff C and Wookiee Supremacy. And Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs is here. And D. Dub Martin, Rob Altis, and let's see, Tina Bojan, hello. And let's see, Lord Thoth, Joker Voice, gee whiz, everybody's showing up here. Philip A. Demick, and yeah, Purple Valkyrie, hello. And Rogstar, and Sender Hemslog. I think I got everybody so far. So, and anybody else who's popping in, hello, and welcome to the Culture Show.
That's right. Well, yeah, the Sunday Culture Review, and I love this panel show so much that I'm doing it from the road today for as long as this phone signal will hang out. And of course, you get to see the amazing talent of Machini 90, who's drawing away there as we move along. But it is I'm not going to surprise anybody. I'm telling you, I'm on my way back from San Antonio. I am currently in El Paso and trying to get out of El Paso. And the 10 freeway is a lot of fun, east to west, west to east. So hopefully we won't run into any hiccups. And thank you all for being here. Again, if you guys want to interrupt me, let me know if there's any supers, whatever they are, that would be fine. And for those of you that are hanging out with us or just joined us, we're going to do about an hour today. That's about all I can probably have the signal for because I have a feeling I'm going to run out of signal quick. If I disappear, I will come back on to end the stream. So if these folks run out of things to talk about, it'll just be the thumbnail. But anyway, with that being said, I think I'd like to talk a little bit, and I'm not sure if any of you are informed. I don't have an article to share. But have you guys noticed a well-written article in Bounding Into Comics about a fully or not a fully formed Darth Vader? Have you guys heard this story?
He's not 100% there. His other lightsaber hasn't been fully formed yet. Basically, is that what you're saying?
I don't know. See, it's kind of vague, and the person that was doing the talking about this, of course, was the director of the series, which is Deborah Chow. Now, we've seen some good stuff from Deborah Chow with The Mandalorian, I think. Mm-hmm. At least a lot of people liked the episodes that she was a part of. And, I think that says a lot. That they trust her quite a bit with this property. But at the same time, we know that pretty much everything they're doing is fairly formulaic. They're wanting to have this be a formula that they can repeat over and over and over again. So, obviously they're not putting her in a position to fail, but I don't know how much success you can have if you think about it, because at the end of episode 3, we already had Darth Vader suited up, ready to go. So, he's already produced two children, right? Not that he knows this, and all of that is in place. So, have you read on this? Do you know what this is talking about? Any of you, please go ahead.
I haven't even heard about it actually.
Yeah.
But
the article popped I think Friday, either Friday or yesterday on Bounding Into Comics, Tim. But go ahead.
Well, my thing is, I go back to the whole what was it, rematch of the century that
yes.
they called it, right?
Right.
And they kind of lost me right there, because I mean, it's when you watch Star Wars, aka A New Hope, and Vader's like, I've sensed something that I haven't felt since and then he just wanders off,
Right.
and it makes you think that, well, it's been quite some time,
No, no, he
and
forgot his line. He was
something.
supposed to say, since that Disney series.
Oh wow. Wow, that's bonkers. No, but you're right. I mean, that did kind of trail off, and if anybody who's read the extended universe or whatever expanded universe, whatever you want to call it, anybody who's read any of those books can tell you that it describes a pretty decent purge, right? And that purge is alluded to in all of the the other shows. I mean, anything that even I think in Droids it even was mentioned. So have you? I mean, can you continue on from there, or do you have any thoughts beyond that, Ted? Marketing?
Other than that, I mean, unless they're taken from the EU, or if this is just like the way I guess the way in a sense the way I just see it is just like this is another case of you're gonna have too many liberties with the canon,
Right.
and it's going to fall apart.
Well, to me, I believe it's already broken canon. Just having this show is kind of already like there to break canon, which is a real problem. And it shows the complete lack of respect for the source material, and the original property itself. And again, this isn't new for Disney. I'm curious what the chat is saying. Can you guys review the chat real quick?
Well, first we got a couple super chats.
Oh, excellent.
Blue-eyed Roof Korean the Base for $2. Thank you very much. Says, I expect from Disney some type of character retcon. Yeah. I think that they just have a stamp that they bring with them to whatever they purchase, and they just start stamping it on everything. Let's see.
And we got a $10 super chat from Bruce Lombardo of Dick's Division. Good to see you, Bruce. Consider a gallon of non-moose gasoline. Hopefully sometime you'll be able to make your way back to San Antonio, and I will be better prepared for your next trip in town until then. Absolutely,
Bruce. I fully intend to be back in San Antonio, hopefully within the next 6-7 months. So I'm going to be doing a lot of travel. I'm going to be showing up at a lot of these cons that were recently announced. So I'll be headed for the Orlando MegaCon. I'll be headed for the Dallas MegaCon. I don't know if I'm going to. There's a big thing going on in Vegas. I know Matt Vader and the folks from the. Oh my gosh! The name of their podcast just fell out of my head. With Matt Kadish's podcast, and all of his crew, they're going to be in Vegas the same time the Orlando thing is kicking off, I believe, here in a couple of months. So I know that the Vegas meetup is coming up. I'll be there. There'll be a couple more. I actually was talking about this on Gilded, if you guys are interested. And going back to what Blue-Eyed Roof Korean the Base said, I think you're right. I think this is prime side of beef of retcon for Disney. In fact, I think that's kind of their ultimate goal is to completely retell Star Wars in the most, simplistic way. Essentially changing everything that came before. In maybe as disrespectful a way as possible. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think for the encounter, I think Joker Voice kind of brings up a thought. They say, I've thought a lot about the final encounter of Obi-Wan and Vader. Had the lines that were said, even lines said in Return of the Jedi. Vader and Kenobi had to have at least one more encounter before the Death Star. Now, I'm not really sure on the specifics, but I will give them that wiggle room if they make it work, because if this isn't too long after the last of the prequel series, I would forgive it, because then it would actually kind of explain why he knows that Darth Vader is Anakin, because technically, if you look at the movie, he leaves him to die on the planet. So, I mean, by all rights, yeah, I don't know all the names. Sorry, I'm horrible. But, so by all rights, maybe he did have another encounter. But at the same time, and like Six is saying, she's wanting to tease that we're going to see something different just to drum up interest. Worst case scenario, they are going to do something different. So, like, maybe they're right too, where this is all just hype, and then they're not going to actually do the stuff that they're kind of hinting at. I don't know. There's some thoughts.
I'm intrigued.
Didn't I don't know.
Go ahead, Tim.
I don't know, maybe it seemed like somewhere, and I don't know, it's been a while since I've seen the prequels. But wasn't there like a spot or whatever where Kenobi kind of overheard Palpatine refer to Anakin as Vader?
Gosh, I can't remember. I honestly can't remember.
I can't even remember. I don't think so. Not.
I'll be completely honest. The most I've seen of the prequels is the Arlnauts over and over again because I love that stuff. So my history on the prequels is a little iffy.
Yeah, I haven't seen the prequel films in probably I want to say 4 or 5 years, maybe. I spend most of my time watching the original trilogy, and I've been trying to keep up on the new stuff, but I don't. I don't know. Maybe somebody in the chat has something to offer there. I feel like we kind of.
Culture go mute?
Yeah, I was wondering. I thought that was my headset.
No, am I back? Am I back?
Yeah,
you're
back.
Oh. It's just that
for
some reason it just went mute. It just went mute all of a sudden.
Yeah, my phone rang, so somebody didn't realize I was streaming. So there you go. But I feel like maybe it wouldn't take that much for everybody to know that Anakin became Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm not sold on the idea that they had to have another confrontation.
Yeah. Well, we, like Tommy says, I think that was him. We shouldn't have to make excuses for it, which is kind of sad nowadays when you think about it. There's so many fans out there that are actually excusing more things than they're enjoying.
That's true.
Sure.
That's absolutely true, Tommy.
I liked this part of this movie, but the other parts were bad. But this part was good.
Right. Well, gosh, I don't know how you can't say it any better than that. To be honest with you, we have a lot of folks, that will excuse certain things, when it comes to their favorite properties. The problem is that more than just I don't know, is that a form of compromise that is so distasteful that we shouldn't practice it. We should cast doubt on those that do practice that. I'm just curious. I mean, I'm not usually one to attack somebody. I'm not somebody that likes to yuck somebody else's yum, I guess.
Exactly. It's just it is a live and let live thing, and it is I think the most important thing is that you just make sure as long as you're standing by your convictions, then we can definitely move. Then that's definitely something that we can be able to discuss and be able to stand with it. It's just that and there's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. Tommy has pointed out. Many people point out. It's like people will for a good example is Disney Plus. People drop Disney Plus because of Gina Carano's firing, but then will immediately go back after it sometime later and not staying true to and not saying stick to your guns, basically.
Right.
Stick to your guns regardless, even if it is like that sync for me. It was like the last piece of Star Wars I've ever watched was The Last Jedi.
Wow.
I have not watched anything since
Good for you.
because that's how much I was hurt by that.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. The Disney Plus thing is interesting because I'm one of those people that really isn't very interested in that. You know, if I hadn't had free access to it for as long as I did, I don't know that I would even I would have picked it up because I as intriguing as I thought the Mando sounded, if I had picked it up, I would have only picked it up for this first season, so the first for like 6 weeks.
Right.
Might have been as long as I would have kept it.
You got about 3 new super chats. One from let me go ahead and stop mine. One from Joker Voice with a $20 super chat. Thank you, Joker Voice.
Thank you very much.
I don't believe John and Dave are going to break canon. I've thought a lot about the Death Star encounter and the lines that were said in Return of the Jedi. Obi-Wan and Vader have at least one more encounter. Hashtag keep talking. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's interesting, and I like that you've really thought that through, Joker Voice. My question is, so that encounter had to have happened before the movie Rogue One, right? Because Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
You have a fully formed Vader. See, this is the problem with like now trying to place this in the timeline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, theoretically, we're looking at an 8 to 10-year-old boy on Tatooine from the trailer that we got, where Obi-Wan's looking through his makeshift binoculars or whatever those are. And looking at a kid acting very much like Annie in the first film, in the Phantom Menace. So I don't know. You guys, any of you have thoughts on that, Super?
I would say it'll depend on the level of detail. No, actually, I always have this thing about prequels. I used to say they were tragedies. It's a saying that prequels are tragedies because you know how they end.
Right.
But stuff like this now, it's like more like prequels are a tragedy because you don't know how they're going to destabilize things after the fact.
Right.
So I think it'll really depend on how they handle this, because if they are actually putting care into detail, which I really highly doubt as far as story and canon goes,
Right.
and they actually take into account that maybe there is only one more encounter, then hey, I can give it to them. But if they start like milking it and they're like, we'll have them encounter each other multiple times and blah, 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 then that's where it's gonna like take a nosedive for me.
Right.
Yeah.
So then we also have Blue-Eyed Root Korean, the base, for $5. Thank you, Blue-Eyed. The goal is to deconstruct the things we know. There is a way to punish the old and control customers into submission so society can accept the new boss.
And I understand that, and believe me, I agree with you wholeheartedly. That is the motivation of the current, the current leaders of these studios, is to destroy anything that came before, and replace it with some, new bunch of garbage. But at the same time, you still have some folks that are trying to retain it. Again, I'm not going to make excuses for this. And if it ends up being hot garbage, believe me, I will call it hot garbage. From what I've heard, it's not going to be spectacular, which is a shame because, again, I think Deborah Chow is a pretty good director. But no, you're not wrong there, Blue-Eyed Roof Korean, the base. I think you're right over the target.
And then we have Darius Munchausen with the box of popcorn, $1.49 super sticker. And then we have a rewards member chat from Darius Munchausen again. Don't chat and drive. Don't even read this! Exclamation.
Oh, I'm not reading the chat. I'm not reading the chat. I won't do it. I barely am looking at the camera. I pride myself on being a very safe driver. So.
And then we also have a couple other people who are saying the same thing, such as Scott's Working News Podcast says, driving casino stop. We got a $2 super chat from Eric K. While Culture Casino on the loose, beware all.
There you go.
Xenomorph says the way he doesn't read chat and drive, so I'm kind of filling in for him, and me and AFK are kind of filling in for him here. So
You're doing it. You're doing
chat draw.
a great job. I appreciate both of you for handling that. Absolutely.
Little known fact: your culture learned that there's like a super awesome hair conditioner across the country, and he is like on a road trip to get that thing.
Exactly.
Oh boy. Well, I interestingly enough, there was some business to be conducted, which got taken care of. There was an opportunity to have food with Nerdrotic and Comics Division, and I tried to, in a very vain way, get a get together. If you guys are on the Gilded server, which if there's a mod here that can promote my Gilded, that would be awesome. But if you're on the Gilded server, that's the one way that I'm going to try to like put together like little mini meetups, for lack of a better way of putting it. And this one just didn't work out. But I'll be back in San Antonio for all of you that are in that part of Texas. We'll do one when I get back there. I picked out a couple places we could do it at. So.
Now, Scott and Lola Meats are asking, why aren't you wearing glasses?
Why are I wearing glasses?
Why aren't you wearing glasses? Scott and Lola Meats are asking that right now.
Okay, I don't have any problem with seeing at distance. Distance is not an issue. When anything closer than the windshield, I have to have glasses. Just the way it is.
Yeah, that's farsighted.
So hopefully that answers your question, guys.
Yeah. But normally, I mean, I could put on my sunglasses. Here, I can sport those. There you go.
See, that counts.
Ooh,
see, there you go.
That's right.
Humdinger is saying to drive safely. A lot of people in the chats are definitely saying to drive safely.
You bet. Look, right. My first priority is driving. That's why I have 3 other people here who are all accomplished streamers. So I'm grateful.
And then we got
I'm gonna throw out some.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
So we got 2 super chats from Rob Altus. Thank you for the $5. Culture is eastbound and down, 10-4. And then we got a $4.99 super chat from Tommy the Geek Collective. What's up, Tommy? Unless the definition of exile has changed to another confrontation makes no sense.
That is actually quite true. I can't. First of all, he has to travel off planet. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, a lot of what we've seen so far, outside of the expected on Tatooine, we have seen some other, or at least one other location. So, in order to have a confrontation, it cannot take place on Tatooine, or else it compromises Luke, and that wouldn't fall within canon.
And we have a Wild Tom who has appeared in the chat who says Culture Casino is a bad influence.
I am not. I'm not reading the chat, Tom. I'm being very good.
We shouldn't see Alderaan either. So.
That explains the white in the background. It's blowing.
Well, no,
up.
if we're on Alderaan, we get to see C-3PO and R2-D2. Duh.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah, we got to see them. Remember berries.
That's right.
For what y'all don't know, Culture's probably on Tatooine right now.
It kind of feels like it right now. Let me tell you, it's a little warmish where I am. There's an I'm driving through an orchard of some sort, to be honest with you. I'm not sure.
Like a bantha?
Like a bantha.
Can I just say, I was so happy with Mandalorian because it actually had different planets in it, and then they go and bring Boba Fett up, and everything is sand. I'm so done with sand. It's irritating, and it gets everywhere.
There you go.
Yeah, it's coarse and it's rough. You know, I'm gonna bring up some side tangent beef though.
Okay.
No, nobody ever comes to the Pacific Northwest. What is up with that?
Nobody
What's
wants
what's all
to.
that Texas and Florida crap?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You have to accept the fact that we're the plague and no one wants to be up here.
Because,
Well, something about Portland. Actually,
yeah, something about Portland and Seattle having
somebody popped in the back room and then disappeared. I would imagine that
somebody popped in the back room, but who did pop in the super chats is Snowdub Live. Good to see Snowdub. If you see Mike Roch hitchhiking, just keep going.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I know Mexican. I know Mexican Iron Man would pick up Mike Crotch, but I'm not a big Crotch fan. You know, I'm just saying. Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, that's one of the amazing performers that you'll see on Snowdub's channel. It's just funny. He's very inventive. He's an ingenious human. So it looks like we've got another guest. Let's see if I can add them to the stream.
They better not be driving.
Yeah.
They're probably in the passenger side.
It's going to be a cop, and it's going to tell you to stop using your phone.
Did that work? Did we get our person?
I don't see anybody.
No. There's still only 4 of us.
All right. Well,
oh God.
Bear with me.
Pray. Let's not have this where culture gets pulled over.
We're all good.
Okay.
We're all good.
And we could be dashboard attorneys.
I know, right? There he is. Wes is in the car.
Wes. That's right. All right.
Oh shoot! I should have got in my car.
I know. I should have got in mine. We'll do a driving and drawing. Well, that wouldn't work well.
It's a double car
I'm on the road
stream.
too. I'm having technical challenges. I don't know what's going on.
Well, so far so good, Wes. So, but no, I do not.
I can't really hear you guys
folks.
either.
Oh boy.
So, Culture Joker Voice is asking, when is the Vegas meetup? And someone can panelize Culture.
I think it is probably going to be similar to like the previous year. So my guess would be in the summer, late summer, probably August. I think we did it around August 20th, but nothing's been pinned down as far as that goes. Right now, the only thing that is pinned down is a somewhat informal meetup at the con in Orlando, the MegaCon, which is coming up in May. So you can look that up, the Orlando MegaCon. And then another somewhat informal one in Dallas. That is also a MegaCon in Dallas. And that will also be somewhat informal. There will be a more official one in Orlando at some point. So keep that in mind. If you are
it's supposed to be October, right?
Yes. So if you're, that's what I was going to say is, so if you're saving your nickels to go to that one, it's going to be in October. And I know they're working on pinning down the Vegas thing again, and I know that they are working on a couple of other ones. So don't despair. There will be more opportunities to meet up with at least large groups of us, so that we can all kind of hang out.
There's going to be plenty throughout the year.
Yeah, we're gonna, and I know that my efforts. I'm going to speak in me statements now, not in group statements, because I can't anticipate what the G&G crew are going to do. I can't anticipate what Gary's going to do. I can't anticipate what some of the other folks like Midnight's Edge is going to do.
Right.
What I can anticipate is me, and I'm telling you, those are the places I intend to be over the course of the next year. So I fully intend to be back in San Antonio.
Now,
and go ahead.
We got to take a moment, and we got a $20 super chat from Drew, Supreme Heretic. Drew, we love you, dude.
Love you, man. I
know it's been rough.
I'm praying for you every day. I was heartbroken with the loss of your mom. You know that. You and I have spoken on the phone many times. Dude, I love you, man. What's it take? I can't.
So he's saying, I want you all to know I love you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate how this community embraced Mom and I. This is my last week here, as I won't have a home or anything. But thank you for loving us. Someday I will return.
Drew, hang in there, man. You're the best. You really are, and you've got people.
I know.
Yeah, and I will be. I will be checking in with you shortly, Drew, from the road. So as soon as I'm done here, buddy. I don't think. I'm hoping it's not as dire as that description. So, but man, I love you to pieces. I
Rob Altus is asking meet up in LA sometime with Pauly and R&B.
I would love to. I'm keen on a little more south of Los Angeles, like San Diego, but I would definitely go to an LA one. I fully intend to go and hang out with our buddy Pauly Latino Slant. Hopefully, I can hang out with him and with Chris Gore, of course, and RMB. I think that would be the ultimate, hangout.
And of course, me and Wes are further up north. So.
Yeah, you guys are way up there. Yeah, I wish you guys could come down. I hope Wes is able to get to some of these here too. I know he's just really super busy with work. So.
And we have Six is saying we need a CultureCon in San Antonio. I loved your Riverwalk live stream. It's so beautiful. I want to go.
It was gorgeous. And again, full disclosure, I've been to San Antonio before, and I'd seen the Riverwalk, but I never really had spent any time there. And I will tell you, it's worth the time to spend down there. It was beautiful. If you ever get a chance, of course, it's also very touristy, so be prepared for that. But you can literally walk around the Riverwalk, pop up off of the Riverwalk, and walk across 2 streets, and you'll be at the Alamo. And the Alamo is not as big as you think. I think I was trying to impress upon everybody that it was smaller than I had anticipated. So and I got some pictures and stuff like that. I'm going to put a travel video together and just throw it up on the channel for everybody to check out. But it was definitely not as big as you would think. That's probably the best way to put it.
Now, Gap Stargate. I am not in my car. Nor is AFK. Probably not shell back.
Room.
Vroom. Yeah, we'll just say that.
Vroom. Yeah, no room from other than me right now.
Yeah, no car.
Good.
I mean, I can go and sit out in my car if that would help. But
We got wheels on that chair, right?
Actually, yeah.
Well, there you go.
There you go. See.
Just strap a little engine on the back, and there you go.
Look, I can spin.
Well, there you go. Okay, Culture, do the same.
No, let's not do that, please, AFK.
Get some, what is that, Fast and the Furious going here?
Oh, God. Bruce was saying, I was waiting for others to pop up on Gilded. I know we have a handful of folks in that area, and that can be accessible within 90 minutes of notifications or less. And Bruce has spent 3 years traveling around San Antonio in Uber, so he was definitely looking forward to the possible. He was wanting to ask if there was going to be a possible meet last night.
Yeah, I really wish I could have accommodated because we changed locations. I'm like that. I don't like to always stay at one hotel. I'll move around hotel to hotel if I can, just to get like a different feel for a different part of the town or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I went from the Riverwalk area up a little more west, a little more north of there towards actually where there's a wildfire right now. I was like, gosh, that's crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but yeah, and then like you said, there's some business stuff going on, and of course, the boss actually is doing business for the next 4 days. She's handling stuff down there, so and I'm not, which makes me happy.
Ro Disney says, I leave for a bit and there's another riding nerdy.
That's right.
Oh my goodness, I'm trying to keep up the chat, so I think we are up. Stop back and stop resting in beard. Let's see. Bruce says, Culture, can you make it to Hellatus? There's a lot of really damn good spots.
What is Hellatus?
He's saying there's a lot of good eating spots around there, and I think comics can be dispatched from around that area.
Let
me look that up.
I can do that. I can do that on my next visit for sure. Just remind me again. The Gilded server is going to be something I've been spending a lot of time on now. I'm working on some more webhooks so I can bring in more people's calendars. I kind of want to use it as a way for all of us to communicate outside of the other types of social media. I'm gonna invest some time there. Let's just put it
So
that way.
yeah, so Helitus is on the northwest side of San Antonio.
Oh man, I don't think that's any problem. I mean, I was northwest early this morning. I left San Antonio at 5:30 a.m. and I'm through now El Paso and currently in New Mexico. So there you go.
What's a small burb? 1604. Okay, so let's see. We got.
This is kind of like Carmen San Diego.
Yeah.
No, where on earth is CultureCasino?
Yeah, true that.
He needs a red trench coat.
I'm all about a culture con. I think that'd be a lot of fun, but we'd have to hold it at like a casino somewhere. I mean, just to be proper.
Of course.
I think we lost AFK. I mean, not AFK.
Wes.
We lost Wes. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm always gone in the head, but
There you go.
I think we lost Wes. I'm just gonna keep an eye on the chat here. Let's see. This is plenty of hellos. Of course, we have 70s rock fan. Darius is here. Gap Stargate's here. There's plenty of people. Rogue Disney is asking, are you doing either of the cons with Gina Carano?
Yeah,
there's been a lot of big talk recently.
Yeah, as I said, I'm going to be provided there's still availability when I get to the house tonight. I'll be doing both the Orlando MegaCon and the Dallas MegaCon.
So that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be absolutely lit.
Of course, I will be there as a guest. I am no one special. So
yes, you are.
They're not paying me to sign autographs, folks. Let me tell you. Oh, by the way, I did bring some poker chips with me. That's going to be a practice that I do. The through the rest of the year, wherever I am, I'm going to be giving away the year 1 poker chips if you don't already have one, and then the year 2 poker chips will be a different color, a slightly different design, and those will start going out on the at the Vegas meetup in the summer.
Okay, show of hands, everybody in the chat, who would want to get a signed poker chip or just a signature? Would pay for a signature from Culture?
No. You wouldn't have to pay. Okay, I'm going to do exactly what Drunk 3PO has the right idea. If you want whatever it is signed or whatnot, nobody should charge for their signature. First of all, the most important thing about these cons is that the people that are involved in our favorite properties hang out with fans. That's what the spirit of these conventions should be, right? The fact that we got to a point where people charge for their signature is silly to me.
I don't know, Culture, because we got Darius Munchausen, Rob Altus, Lord Thoth, D. Bud Martin, Judas Scott Barbecue, who looks like everybody's saying they would totally pay for a Culture signed poker chip.
And I will still give it to you for free. I will still give it to you for free.
We love Culture that much. That's what I'm willing to pay.
No, I tell you what. Here's
I
what
want a lock of hair. I want a lock of hair.
Yeah, no, I don't have enough hair to go around for that.
And Walt Disney is asking, so Culture, you're not buying a Gina photo?
That's a little different. But chances are I'll just have her sign my my Black Series.
To help the cause of Culture courses, TZ Burton 6 is asking, whoa, there's YouTubers charging for autographs.
No, I don't know where that came from. There is no way I would charge for an autograph. It's not in me. Wow, I can't tell you this story. Okay, so someone in my family at one point in time was a commodity, in some way. And people would ask that person for their autograph. Actually, there's a few family members that have done that in my family. What I will say is, not a one of them charged for it. It's just not the way. I understand why it's being done at cons, right? They have to offset the cost of having the person there.
Okay. So So first off, we have a wild clobbering time in the chat. Clobby, good to
What's
see
up,
you.
Clobby?
And Tom is saying, I would charge you for an autograph.
Hey, you know what, Thomas? I would pay you for an autograph. By the way, I got to hang out with Thomas in Vegas. I hope to get to see him
Midnight's
again.
Edge. Tom.
Oh,
Tom said he would charge you for an autograph.
All right. Wow, Tom. That's not nice. I wouldn't charge you.
Six is saying, I'm not paying anyone other than Mark Hamill for an autograph. I wouldn't even go though.
There you go. And that's the thing is, I don't believe. Like you said, I am a fan. I think that it's fair for people to want your autograph if they're a fan of your work, right? I think that's fair, but I also think that signature should not have a price attached to it. I'm sorry.
Agreed.
I feel strongly that way. You know, I mean, if somebody's signing something and it's a piece of art, I'm going to pay through the wazoo for that because I'm getting a piece of, you know, their creation, right? Or I'm getting their creation. I'm privileged to have that, right? If I have somebody designing logos and stuff for me, like somebody on this panel did, right? I'm going to pay them for that. So, but if you're a fan of somebody, you ask them for their autograph, I really hope they give it to you for free. So, that's all I have to say. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I'm sure we could talk about other things.
I know for the fact that if Culture's doing autographs, there'd be a huge line.
No,
that would go outside. That would go completely outside and around the convention center.
You guys, thank you. The ego boost is lovely, but I don't believe you for a moment. Not one moment.
And I would ask to touch your hair.
People asked.
See, now you have to pay for that.
No, people asked in Vegas to touch my hair, and I was like, as long as your hands are clean.
I like that. Trusting their honesty.
Exactly.
I am a trusting person.
Lord Thought said, I handed out my signature for free for several years on the bottom of traffic tickets.
That's true.
Nice.
And Lord Thought's like, here, take that with you. You can have my signature.
Yeah, Six said, I would pay $1 to run my fingers through his hair.
Well, you can do it for free, Six. You can do it for free.
So
wait.
So an autographed shirtless casino photograph would be free?
I don't know. The photograph might cost you. First of all, getting a wild culture casino in topless picture is going to be tough.
Yeah, that's
it's like getting a shiny Pokemon or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't understand the fascination here, but I guess y'all will find out when I get to 10,000 subscribers exactly what a topless.
Darius is asking, do you have a stack of black and white headshots to sign?
It wouldn't be that hard for me to
probably in the car.
It wouldn't be.
Can one of them have the blue steel face?
Blue steel.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that's from Zoolander.
Or as Carrie suggested, a Culture Casino calendar.
Ooh.
You know what? That I actually have considered doing. Because it was funny. The boss and I were talking about it. I like to visit different casinos in different parts of the country. So what I could do is like get a picture at each of the casinos, maybe as a different month.
Yeah.
I don't think you really want the shirtless idea is, I don't know who came up with that, but yeah.
Okay, so we got two things. Six is asking, how much to run my fingers through your chest hair?
Oh Jesus.
That is that. I think the limiting factor there will be the boss, and so I would say hard no.
Also saying a Culture Casino plushie comes with a hairbrush.
That actually.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yes.
I've actually been thinking about that. It's really hard to source stuff like that. By the way, I know Rags and Mahler were able to like put it together and all of that. Because I mean, obviously the Rags and Mahler one ones are awesome, but I
Okay,
don't know. I don't know how you would source that, to be honest.
Okay, so Xenomorph has a good goal.
Okay.
How about at 20K subs, Culture does his hair to dreadlocks for an entire month?
Oh my god.
Let's make
That
that
would-
happen.
I would
20K,
consider.
come on, guys.
I would consider braids. All right, guys, you are going to have to carry the show for a moment
Uh-oh.
because I have to go through the check of doom. So.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I'll be back.
We're going to burn this show down now. I mean, oh, shoot, he hasn't left yet.
What do you mean we're going to burn the show?
I'll be back after these messages.
After work,
I'll be right back.
Culture Casino's hair products.
Maybe. Go ahead, guys.
Okay. Let's see. So Tim Hayes says Paul took his shirt off during one of the Midnight's Edge karaoke nights on YouTube because he reached a certain number of subs. I think that's how the shirtless casino thing started. Okay. Of course, many people took their shirts off for Thomas on stream, including a Walton who showed up in the chat a little earlier.
I was gonna say I blame the shirtless casino thing on the memes of destruction.
Sure. Well, yeah, that's true. That is memes of destruction on that one. Six said Tim did because I super chatted $50. Xenomorph says cornrows, that would still be worth it. Darius says dreadlocks only get oily quickly after people of the lighter complexion. I wouldn't wish that upon him.
Well, his hair is so silky, it wouldn't really work for that style in the first place, and you wouldn't want to wreck that hair. It needs to be appreciated in its full flowing glory.
Exactly.
Think like Hercules or Fabio.
Right. Ooh, yeah, that's a good point. Or like Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, you're right. He did have some fine hair.
Exactly. Small Time is saying, hopefully the Border Patrol doesn't find his illegal hair dryer. Uh-oh.
Well, I said he was going for the conditioner. I didn't say what country it was in. I'm sure he'll be fine though.
Okay. Tim Hayes says, "Are you? It was just because of $50 super chat, not more because he got so many subs." I think that was asking the Culture about that. I'm not sure. We'll ask him about that later. Joker Voice is saying, upon thinking about the Obi-Wan show again, I think I'm going to do a video about that today. Those subscribe, keep your eyes peeled later today, guys. Keep an eye out. Subscribe to Joker Voice.
Sounds good.
Content. Six says, Tim, the karaoke stream I saw when he took his shirt off was solely because of me. You may be talking about a different one. Okay, so I think it's a different Sherlock.
I like to think that he's getting shirtless in multiple streams here. Such a rebel.
In fact, he's probably getting shirtless right now. Joker.
Yeah, he got pulled over, and that's one way to get out of a ticket.
Exactly.
Oh, God. Poor Culture.
Oh, we're going to get so much trouble after this.
We have been nothing but angels in his absence. You've heard us chat angels.
Okay. Culture needs to go full on 80s metal band look. Break out the Aquanet, says Joker Voice.
Oh my God.
Xenomorph says that one from Desert Planet in Spaceballs. And then I see a lovely Maria of Tiantelli who is here. Maria, good to see you. Culture is on the road right now, so we're trying to kind of help him guide through the chat and everything and make sure that, he has both hands on the wheel and his eyes up front and not getting into any accidents or pulled over.
Though I am totally picturing a cannonball run moment though with Culture.
God.
with him zipping down his jumpsuit.
Maybe pulls up a Burt Reynolds. I don't know. Maybe I can totally see that. Tim Hayes says, I think Culture showed up for that one and kept changing his shirt, though. Okay, that's true. Small Time saying the unintentional shirt stream. Six says, Paulie was unbuttoned down to his belly button on the last karaoke stream.
You guys get too crazy. Seriously.
There you go. Tim Hayes says, I'm surprised his wife would let Paulie do that. Okay. Boosh McFadden, good to see you, Boosh, says the mainstream media says white, that word, are smarter than everyone else. Weird. I have no comment on that one. Six says, hey Tim, 50 is a 50. So replacing bets, are replacing bets in the chat right now. So
everyone, that statement
has
is not wrong.
Right,
okay?
That's true.
That statement is not wrong because back in the day, and I say back in the day because it was like I don't know, a year or two ago, and Drunk 3PO was I believe it was Drunk 3PO was doing like this fundraiser or whatever, and Tom from Midnight's Edge said that if they reached the goal, right, that he would dress up in drag, and stream like that, right, and so I I donated the money, to put him over that mark, and sure enough, Tom is a man of his words,
He is
and
man of his word. There you go.
Yeah. It's still the best $50 I've ever spent, too.
And I want to say thank you to Joker Voice because he said to everyone on panel, I just subbed to all your channels. Thank you. Floral Under a Rock said, you just popped up. Sheesh. Now, for those who are joining in, Culture is on the road right now. He's going through a checkpoint. So hopefully he'll be back real soon. We're just kind of keeping the chat and keeping you guys entertained until then. So because he can't really do the Culture thing like he usually does because he's on the road. He's heading back home from El Paso to his. I like to think that he has a Tim Pool style bunker, or trying to build one. You know what I mean?
Can I ask your opinion? If you've seen anything on it, or if you care or whatever, the new Harry Potter game that they announced,
Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah,
looks good. Looks good
Yeah.
so far. Very interesting, especially if it's single player or third person. Very Sony-like. It looks like it's going to be good. I am very, very, very interesting. Now I know that there's been a lot of hoopla surrounding it, and along with the author herself, which I am very. I cannot believe that I have to defend. I have to be up here taking J.K. Rowling's side. For the past couple of years, I'm like, what is going on? People are just. I think what it is just like people have such this. After J.K. Rowling made that statement about, biology and everything, they won't let it go. They will not let that go.
I just want to get a Nintendo Switch, so I can challenge Jeremy Griggs to some Mario Kart and kick his ass.
Okay, well, everybody, we got. I'm not trying to grip here, but if you guys want to get Machini a Switch, because Chaos Way loves to do that, link to my stream elements is over my channel.
Yeah. Well, we're history or not. Oh yeah, right. History or not, game wise, author wise, I would say game wise, like if you look at the footage, it looks really good.
Yes,
I like even the character creation alone, and I'm one of those people who will spend like an hour and a half to 2 hours on character creation on any game. But so like that alone is really exciting to me. And like the fighting style, it seems pretty cool, especially like with an open world idea. So it's like all this stuff is just like, wow, I'm surprised that someone actually decided to do that with Harry Potter, because I was thinking that forever ago. But then like B, that they're still going through with it, considering. So
and Tom has in the chat. Hopefully he's not driving either.
Yeah, everybody's driving.
Hey Tom,
I'm eating tacos. It's equally dangerous.
Uh-oh.
That's true. Yeah. I am adding you to the stream, which was an adventure in and of itself. So, did I miss anything significant?
You're a bad influence.
Other than Tom saying you're a bad influence.
Why?
You shouldn't stream and drive, Culture.
Why?
No, this isn't a car video.
Car video. Hands on the wheel. Shouldn't be doing that. This car actually steers itself, so I don't have to worry about that so much. No,
Culture's going to usher in the self-driving age of cars.
There you go. No, look, I have a panel, so I don't have to read the super chats because I want to. I want to read the chat, but they're taking care of that, so it's less dangerous. I'm being responsible.
Okay.
I am.
Excuses. What would your mother say?
I like
imagine-
being an enabler.
Oh,
I
well,
imagine-
Tom has left, everyone.
Did what?
Oh, no.
Tom left?
Yeah,
Why
he
did he
disappeared. I think he disappeared. I think
Oh
he
no.
needs to eat the rest of his tacos dangerously.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
that's true.
oh, he's back. He hit the wrong button, I believe.
Oh, okay. So he R-winded himself. Okay.
Yeah, and he's back.
I left for dramatic effect.
Oh, it
There you
worked.
go.
I
There you
was
go,
I was
see?
affected dramatically.
I thought you
If
spilled.
you want to believe it.
We might
I
find
thought you
out later.
spilled block on the keyboard.
We might.
Tom,
Not
Tom,
again, Shellback.
Tom, Dr. Dragon is asking what kind of taco you having.
Oh,
Just your basic meat and cheese. I didn't have no lettuce.
Okay.
Hard taco?
Crunchy taco, yes.
this
Yeah,
Ew. No.
this is a groundbreaking stream. We are finding out what kind of taco Tom is
I
eating.
know what it is.
Tom, you know more about not fully formed Vader, right? Right? No.
I know it's illegal to abort him in most states.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
Oh boy, am I glad I didn't monetize this.
Ooh.
All right.
What?
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, that is.
Wow.
Boy.
All right.
1 second. I'll be right back.
Hey,
There was
y'all
another-
laughed.
It's true.
There was another thing that happened this weekend. The Halo series came out. Did any of you get to watch the Halo series?
I saw pictures from the trailer and I didn't want to go to it because the only thing I know about Halo, and I haven't played the game, is Master Chief. And I know how popular Master Chief is and how much people love that guy. And I've never played the game, and I learned that he's like getting butchered in it. So I'm not intrigued.
You're not pumped. Okay, Tom.
Gosh, no.
I like turtles.
I know, Tom. I know, but you have Paramount Plus. You have to.
Actually, no, I don't yet. But I am going to get it in April for the Godfather show. Andre hasn't forced me to watch Picard season 2 yet.
Oh,
Well, that's
okay.
kind of him.
Well, this.
I don't
this-
think he's had time to either. That's why.
this should be the week that I'm going to be watching Picard season 1 with Paulie from Midnight's Edge. Especially.
Spoilers. They're all miserable and angry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Well, here's the thing. I watched, I think, the third episode
Been summoned.
of the first season the last time. I almost didn't get through
Okay,
the
I'm back.
first episode because I was like, that's stupid. I kept yelling at the TV, "That's stupid!" Like in the first episode, like multiple times.
Yeah.
So I was like, and then by the time the third episode came around, I'm like, I can't. I don't think I finished the third episode. So, but I know Polly won't watch it without someone to suffer with. So we're gonna suffer. It's gonna be a video. I think Mexican Iron Man's gonna be putting it together. So enjoy that. So.
Morb is saying, or we're talking about Halo, right?
Well, yeah, we were just talking about Star Trek, but no.
Oh,
you're
okay,
right.
never mind.
Yeah, no. That's the question, though. Have you seen the Halo TV?
I
TV
have
series?
seen. I've just really been listening from Fat Steven, a couple other people talking about it as well. Mannix,
Oh, wow.
plenty of other people talking about that, and I only saw one clip, and I'm like, the CGI is terrible here.
Mhm.
CGI is terrible.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Tom. They spent $10 million an episode on this, if I remember right. The Halo show.
Oh my gosh.
Is he still here?
Paging Tom Connors, line 1.
Yes, but he's not answering.
Oh, okay. He's probably
So
eating.
I
Yeah.
glanced at an article, and it said something along the lines of, the Halo show is so different than the video games, and that's what's great about it.
Oh, see,
And-
the minute you hear and that's a good thing, or that's what's great about it, it sucks rocks and it's modern audience bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Rob Alta
like
says,
I said, that's
Mr.
why I just glanced at it. I didn't even really read it. I was like, next.
Yeah, Rob Alta says Mr. H and as tore it apart. Boosh McFadden is saying, I played most of the Halo games. Most often, my brother have zero interest in TV show. Here's my thing. Like, I haven't played a single second of Halo, and I know more about the lore than they do.
See, and I am a giant Halo fan. You have to consider, I had played all of the games when they came out. The whole reason that I bought the Xbox was because that game was coming, right?
Mhm.
So, I bought that game. I bought the Xbox for that game. Well, and SSX. You guys remember that snowboarding game, SSX?
Yeah. It's
Man,
tricky.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you can.
What's wrong?
If I gotta do a stream talk, I could go on for hours talking about SSX right now. So don't get me started on that.
I have to admit though, my favorite thing about Halo was Red versus Blue.
Oh yeah, Rooster Teeth. That's where Rooster Teeth
that
started.
Yeah, that launched Machinima, Rooster Teeth. Yeah, it all started from there. So let's see what else we got. John Platt says, "Hail to the host of Sunday Culture Review. I am watching Alice on Borderland now on Netflix. Have any of you guys watched it yet?"
I have not. I've heard good things. I think Az said something about it on Friday Night Tights, if I'm not mistaken. Has anybody here watched it?
I have not.
Not I. I've never played Borderlands.
Are you Alice on Borderland? Are you? No, I have not.
That is the right game, right?
No, I think it's different though. I think this is different. I like I said, I've heard of it. It's Alice in Borderland, I think, or on Borderland. I'm not sure, but
it's like a weird Alice in Wonderland themed one.
Yeah, and that sounds cool to me. I believe Az said it was good on Friday Night Tights. I think somebody else also agreed. I'm willing to give it a shot. I like to watch things that are good. So if somebody can tell me that I trust that something's good, I will give it a shot.
TZ Bird says they have to ruin everything. That is why I just guarded.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can ruin gardening though. I don't know how gardening can be good.
Well, gardening's important right now, and
Exactly.
you probably want to learn how to compost, everybody.
Exactly.
It's just a little, just a hint. Maybe learn how to compost.
I was joking with AFK while you're away that you're probably driving to your. I like to think that you have like a Tim Pool style compound that you like to go to.
Well, if I did, I wouldn't be as forthcoming about it as Tim is with his. So.
What does it say? Away from the keyboard.
I'm headed home though.
Cavatillo says, after Az's video, I want to find an M240-0B and destroy Ivan Target. Not sure what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Yeah, Rugo Beta says, "Hail, panel and chat. I hope you're all having a great Sunday."
Good to see you. Did Riff Magos make it through today? I know he's.
I have not seen
Jedi
his name pop up.
All
right. Canadian Spider-Man is here already. Saying hi to everyone. Boosh is saying 3 months from now, gardening and growing your own food is a sign of WS. I'll just say that.
Oh yeah,
I think and the Sim.
Yeah, no,
we're going to be eating bugs.
They just want you to starve to death.
Nummy bugs.
Ew.
That doesn't sound good, Tom.
Yeah. Xenomorph saying, I'm trying to learn gardening now. Actually, it's hard in the middle of the city, but I grew some tomatoes and herbs. Okay, so see, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And, some real quickly, you can get into a form of gardening that's indoors called hydroponics. You can grow a lot of things, even things that people tell you. Even people that tell you that certain things like tomatoes don't like wet legs, don't let that discourage you. That's a lie. You can grow tomatoes in hydroponics. You can do a whole lot of stuff hydroponically. So do consider that as an indoor gardening opportunity.
And the heat lamps.
Spare closet and all that. Yep, you can. And not only that, it smells good. So, just FYI.
The good shit does, yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking about that type of growing.
Yeah. I think.
Aren't
Tom,
we?
Well, he said hydroponics. I mean,
It's true. You gotta watch your
but
phrasing.
I'm
We're in the
talking about vegetables,
Northwest.
bro.
Yeah, hydroponics, not hydrochronics.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Well, hydro.
Well, no.
I do like the
No.
like the chronic.
But hydro. Oh boy. All right. Anyway, that is not what this show's about. But you can definitely do it. Someday I'll be willing to share the hydroponic stuff that I do. But honestly, you learn how to compost. Look into hydroponics. Look into stuff like that. Make yourself create your own food security would be the that's as political as I'm getting today. Just create your own food security. That's all you. That's really something
You got
everybody should
it.
do. Anyway.
I'm growing a plum
back to the
tree,
Halo.
and in 7 years, I'll have food.
Okay, that's not fast enough, but good. Rewind. So with this Halo TV show, everything that we were
Everything that we
given,
feared is coming to fruition.
Yeah. So based on the anecdotal information that I've got, the pieces of information that I had ahead of time, some clips, and now lots and lots of people who've seen it, including obviously FNT and many other folks, the show is not good. In fact, it's exactly what we expected. It's the female lead takes over and kind of leads John 117 all around, which is insane. That's the Master Chief. So. But I really think they're screwing it up on purpose once again. And I don't know where the money went. If it looks as bad as it looks in the clip that I saw, and everybody's saying that the CGI looks terrible, where did they spend $10 million an episode?
They might just, have hired somebody who's just real crap at it. Like, I mean, I don't want to go completely off topic, but I just want to say, like, I feel like no matter what the budget is, there's a way to make it look semi-decent. And the one thing that throws me off of the Morbius movie is what I'm saying is that the CGI in the trailer, to me, looks awful.
Really?
And to me, it's like that really is supposed to sell it to me. And
you know what? Actually, we have somebody here who's well informed on this now. If Tom is back from eating tacos,
what am I doing?
Clownfish video about that.
Yeah, you're well informed on what's going on with the Morbius thing.
I don't know about well informed. I know a little bit. I mean, I know that there evidently was some reshoots.
What's up with the crap CGI?
They may have had to rush it at the last minute. Who knows? I don't know what happened there.
It was okay.
I mean, it was one of those situations where it seemed like it was tracking pretty well, and then all of a sudden, the movie came out early in a few places, and it's not doing very well. The audience is not enjoying it. The critics killed it. According to one of the reports we heard last week, the Michael Keaton role has been reduced.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, basically, he's in the movie still, but it's all in the end credit scene, I guess. And all the stuff we saw in the trailer is not in the movie. Wow. So there was clearly some big changes somewhere between then and now. Because that last trailer they released was pretty Michael Keaton heavy, which was right after No Way Home came out.
And it looked cool, right? I mean, I thought it looked cool. I was getting excited for the movie.
The trailer looks great. It's just like, seriously, it's that one shot with the face, and it turns me off completely. I don't know. It just does not look good.
I can imagine that could have, like Tom says, that could have been rushed to get it out for the teaser or for the trailer, and it'll look better in frame in the cinema.
Unsonic it.
Yeah, exactly.
So Blue Eyed Roof Korean is saying Westerns are going to make a comeback because Americans are going to need to be more resourceful again, as well as responsible for your own protection. Westerns resemble a time where we experienced the same.
Yes, I'm 100% on that, Roof Korean. You're 100% on brand. Absolutely.
Katie's is saying Neil Blomkamp's Halo pilot had better CGI. I will agree with that. Six is saying there's 5 seats sold for the 7 p.m. show on opening night for Morbius.
Holy cow! Is it that poorly received?
That's
There's a
not very
conference
good.
Video, yeah, that's one I'm seeing.
I mean, we still got a week yet before it opens, I think. Or no, actually, yeah, roughly close to a week, just under. That's not great. That's not boding well at all. I think the first hurdle this movie has is just that nobody knows what the hell it is.
Right.
Most people don't know what a Morbius is. I mean, and that doesn't mean shit. Most people didn't know what Blade was when it came out either. But Jared Leto isn't exactly the same kind of selling point as Wesley Snipes with a sword.
He wasn't. Well, his stock was downgraded as an actor and as a front man, I think. Probably because of Joker, right? Tom?
I will go see.
What was that? I didn't hear that part.
Oh, I don't think he's quite in this. I don't think his stock is up because of Joker, right? I don't think he's lead character material.
I mean, he's still in that pantheon.
You think so?
He's Jared Leto. I mean, but this movie's not going to help his image, that's for sure. If it bombs at the box office.
What's not going to help is what E. Clay Thompson was saying. Morbius is coming out, I think, in the same week as Sonic 2.
That's another thing I heard, I guess, yeah.
Sucks to be them. Sonic for the win.
I think Sonic 2 is going to do really well.
So I think that's the second. Movie. I think that's the second comic book film that
Actually, it has a week. It has a week to play without Sonic, so that's really all it needs to probably. It's either going to play or it's not going to play, competition or not. But yeah, if it doesn't get most of its money in this first weekend, then it's done by the time Sonic comes out. That's for sure. Which makes me wonder why Sony didn't push it up, which is what I said before. I'm like, why don't they push it closer to No Way Home?
And so
that tells me that they weren't too confident in it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that tells me that it is not going to open. It is not going to open. That's a bummer.
Yeah, Sonic 2 is the one that I'm looking forward to. I really enjoyed the first one, and I'll tell you another sequel that I'm waiting on with bated breath. Okay, because the first movie got freaking shafted. I don't care what you say. The first Alita got shafted. Okay, and I want Alita Part 2. Okay.
Well, if the rumors to be believed, that's what Rodriguez did the Book of Boba Fett for, was to get Alita 2. So we'll see.
Hey.
But I'm going to make a bold production on Sonic 2. I'm going to predict that it will have made as much money as the first movie by its second weekend, if not third week, like before the third weekend.
I think you're right.
It's the little movie that could.
Culture. Thomas Gilkey is saying both hands on the wheel. Culture.
10 and 2, motherfucker.
Well, I'm trying to keep my hands out of the shot, but all right.
Well, they keep changing that in Driver's Ed course, so I don't know if that's really the right one anymore.
It used to could be.
And he's also
car
saying
steers
I think the whole 10 and 2 thing is just so you more or less pay attention more so.
Right.
Well,
It's because of airbags.
Well,
It's because of airbags. They want you to be more like, say, 9 and 3 instead of 10 and 2, because if the airbag deploys, it's gonna freaking send your hands right up into your face, and you're gonna, not good.
Right.
You don't want to break your wrists. That's the other thing.
I was gonna say, you could risk breaking your wrist or your arm too.
Right. And Gilkman is saying, I'm seeing the Batman tomorrow for the second time, and I'm excited.
Oh wow!
I'm looking forward to Morbius and Sonic. I'm seriously looking forward to Moon Knight. So much to look forward to. Oh, definitely.
Glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah. A lot of people are on that side of the Batman film. I'm going to get to see it for free. In 2 weeks, Tom? So.
I'm seeing it next Saturday.
Nice. I am not.
Well,
but I've never been that big of a Batman fan of the newer stuff anyways.
Yeah, it's going to hit HBO Max in 2 weeks, Tom?
He's not eating that gosh darn taco.
I know. I feel bad for making him talk what he's eating. But
I gotta go get
so-
more. I'll be right back.
oh, all right.
More 357 is saying Moon Knight equals strong woman stuff, and that's what
I've
somewhat
been
hearing about Moon
seeing
Knight.
that. Oh, look this. I'm not going to say exactly what I said on Scott's show on whatever day that was. I don't even. The last time I was on Scott's, we were talking about this. We talked about this on Mead, I think, last week. This is a master switch. You can put the other word in there in the middle. It is a bait and switch of epic proportions. You know, again, I'm just basing it off of observation. I have a strong feeling there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be disappointed in Moon Knight. If you're a comic purist. So.
All of
Well,
this.
we do have a Pierce in the chat, and that is the lovely Tina Bojan. Hey, Tina. I'm so excited for Moon Knight. I love the Jeff Lemire run. So,
Tina,
I heard something. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, no, I was going to say I heard something along the lines of they're going to turn Moon Knight into a basically like a freaking schizophrenic basket case, you know, and
Well, he is kind of a multiple personality. I forget what the current term is. But
DID.
Yes, that's right.
Dissociative identity disorder.
That's right. Yeah, and so I mean that is kind of in his bag of crazy. Having him switch back and forth, with Mark and everything else, I think it's going to be pretty interesting. Well, but I'm afraid that again, you're going to have
Uh-oh. He's so afraid he ran away.
Oh no!
We completely lost him, you guys.
We lost our host.
Quick, everybody take the money and run.
No, he'll be back. Don't worry. And no, Mob, he did not crash. Not sure. No, guys, come on now. He's fine. It just may be a signal.
Oh, good, he's gone.
Okay, now everybody super chat us.
Wait. Culture disappeared and Tom came back.
He is.
What happened?
Well, apparently the internet took a nap. I don't know how much internet I'm going to have for how much longer. So I'll just say this about Moon Knight. I'll let everybody have their thoughts, and then we'll have to take this one down because I'm afraid I'm about to run out of internet. So
yeah, everybody's saying in the chat right now that we lost Culture, that he crashed into a tree or something.
No. I for whatever reason it
don't go jinxing him.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
No, everything's fine. I'm in an area
Told you
where
he's a bad influence.
I'm not. You guys stop it.
Thomas is saying everyone say the most offensive thing right now that you left.
No, don't do it. Look, you guys. I just like you said. I want the show to be good. Moon Knight is one of my favorite characters in comics, and I want it to be good. So that's all I can say until I see it, and I will find a way to see it.
Mr. Moon Knight's a great Beatles song.
Here's my question that I should pose. Does do any of these new movies, even adaptations, even stand a chance? And I'm asking this in the sense that back at the start of the MCU, it seemed like there was actually an effort and focus on the actual character and the story that they were telling as far as comic books go. But, with all of the new messaging and things that are being crammed into them, it feels like the stories are secondary to what they're putting in. So, do you think that, these newer movies, or shows like Moonlight and whatnot, will stand a chance as far as that goes, comic-wise?
I don't know. I think that right now we're getting a mixed bag. And it's all comes down to the way these are being run. So you can draw a direct line to success or failure to Kevin Feige. That's what I think. I don't know. Tom, do you think something different?
I think that was his opinion.
Classy.
All right. Okay. Well,
Thomas is saying, remember, if Culture gets to 10,000 subs, he becomes shirtless casino.
That's exactly what I said.
Come on, y'all.
okay. All right. Well, let's see if we can wrap it up super quickly.
Shirtless cuddles is what everybody wants.
Ooh, that's great.
That sounds like it.
Let's make a plushie of that.
Okay. Let's do this, guys. Okay, so let's start with Shellback. Shellback, your thoughts on Moon Knight, and you do your outro because I'm serious. I'm gonna run out of internet. So.
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know a whole lot about Moon Knight. I just know that, that from what I've heard, they're gonna turn his multiple personalities into a detriment more than an asset. Like I believe I've heard that they were supposed to be, in the comics or whatever. Right. But outro. Again, tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, on my channel, self-titled channel, Shellback TJC, Yelling at Park Cars warm up. We are going to be talking about the Don't Say Gay bill.
Sure. Awesome. All right, and AFK, let's have you do your outro for today.
Check out everybody here because they're super awesome. Thank you for coming to watch Culture Show, and do not take his example, and do not do live streams while you're driving. And have a good Sunday.
All right. Thanks for that, AFK. And of course, Tom.
Sundays, I like ice cream.
Me too. Tom, your thoughts on Moon Knight and your outro promoting the amazing things at Midnight's Edge.
Hopefully Moon Knight's good, but the director guy doesn't give me much hope anymore. As far as the rest goes, I'm going to pull a Culture Casino. You can find me on Mondays on Midnight's Edge in the morning, Monday evenings on Toxic Femininity. On Tuesdays, you can find me on the Tuesday Tirade with Culture Casino. And then you can find me on Midnight's Edge After Dark. And then on Wednesdays, we have Midnight's Edge in the morning. And then sometimes I have 4K for you in the afternoon. And then I hop into a dozen other streams like Fanzine's physical media stream. And then Thursdays, are you pissed off yet, Culture?
No, it's just I'm literally
until the internet goes out.
I'm going to be out of internet in
I know, I'm
seconds.
just picking on you. I'm just trying to be Culture Casino and tell them every single show I'm going to be on for the next 12 days.
I love you, Tom, deeply. You're
right.
Awesome. All right. And last but not least, and the man that's going to start his own stream shortly, Machini from Machini Drops.
Before I get to my opinion, I want to say that John Platt has a $1.99 pound super sticker that just says "Yum." Thank you, John.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Other than that, I think Disney Plus, and from what I've saw, I think Disney Plus is 1 for 4, because I've heard some good things about Hawkeye, and it's being at least the one it does well the most. With Moon Knight, considering their track record, I don't have much hope into that. I don't have much hope into the She-Hulk either, so we'll see how it goes. But it's just they're not really batting 1,000 so far, especially going into Phase 4. Other than that, you guys can find me on Machini Live, my own show. It is the 5 weeks of guests continues with the one and only Purple Valkyrie. I am very excited to be hanging out with her. It's going to be absolute fun. Hope you see you guys all there. And other than that, I think that's about it. I still got plenty of content I'm going to be doing. I still got my Twitch as well. Tomorrow I'm going to try to get back into the Maki Sketch Diary. It's been 2 weeks. And I want to say everybody, and Tom, by the way, I reached out, and Mike is just asking when, so I will try to get Mexican Iron Man on in the future.
Sweet.
So
That's awesome.
He's my hero. He adopted me.
Yeah, he's my hero too, and
he gets
I'm
to
waiting.
pull the plug on me.
Wow. Okay, I didn't get that.
Phrasing?
Wow.
All right. Well,
No, I'm
with-
serious.
with that, my friends, I want to say be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And
Watch your
until
show.
next time.
And keep your hands attended to and all eyes on the road. No distractions.
Bye.
Would you like to swing a star? Carry me. Casino show. You don't have to go home,
Thank you, everyone, for being here.
but you can't stay here.
Exactly. We'll see you over on.
Have a big old beer.
Happy Sunday, everyone. Bye.
Culture Casino Show. It's Culture Casino Show.